Audience, please stand to receive the Germantown High School class of 2014.
Family members, friends, would you like to let the graduates know one more time how proud of them you are? You may be seated. Students, congratulations. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Well, my name is Michael Pritchard, and I'm one of our next-gen pastors here on staff. And on behalf of our pastor, Dr. Steve Gaines, and our entire staff, I would like to thank you for coming to our church and welcoming you. As a Germantown graduate myself, I am proud to see my alma mater continues to produce quality students who are going to impact our city and our nation and our world. The Apostle Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians 10:31, whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. And I know many of you have done so during your high school years, and I hope you will continue to do so as you enter your next chapter, whether that's going to college, entering the workforce, or serving in our armed forces. Our lives are not our own, but they are a gift from God. Our culture tells you to serve yourself, but I encourage you to serve Him and to put other people first. If you do that, you will accomplish more things far greater than you could have ever imagined. Graduates, continue to build on the legacy that Germantown has given you and show everyone how the Red Devils make a difference not only in Memphis, but around the world. Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for these students and the hard work that they've put in. We thank you for their teachers and their families and how hard they have sacrificed to get these students here. Lord, we ask that you would bless these students as they go forward, that you would bless their families, and that they would continue to make an impact for you no matter where they go. Amen.
Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Good evening, teachers, faculty, parents who have no idea who I am, and the graduating class of 2014. My name is Kayla Smith, and I served as the senior class president. Tonight, I will not make a long speech lecturing you all about we should all change the world, because that is an almost impossible task to do. Think back to when we were freshmen. Many friendships were carried on and new ones formed. Ms. Clemenson came into our English classes and made her famous T-chart, showing us how we were closer to being seniors than becoming freshmen again. Every year following served as a lesson learned and a step closer to this day of us receiving our diplomas. Our goal should be to live in this world, prepared for us by our parents and teachers, but make it our own. You all have the potential to make a difference as influential leaders in your calling. I want you, class of 2014, to find your passion and make bold gestures. Trust yourself and do not let others define who you are. There's no need to be perfect. Just remind yourself to be present, because if you think you can do something, you can definitely do it. It is time to remove the silver spoon our parents provided and strive to feed ourselves with gold. Graduates, do not fall victim of settling for the American dream, but go on to live your dream. Good luck and thank you.
This year's salutatorian is Catherine Kamen. Katie is the daughter of Dr. Dawn Kamen and Dr. A. Hood Kamen. She is a member of the International Baccalaureate Program and is very active at GHS, but still managed to maintain a 4.6415 GPA. Katie is the leader for Storytime for the Spanish Honor Society on the executive board of the National Honor Society and is an active member of Key Club. Last summer, she was selected to attend the Tennessee's Governor School for Computational Physics. She has participated in the Battle of the Brains competition and plays varsity soccer. For the past several years, Katie has donated her hair to Locks for Love a total of 13 times. Katie will be attending the Honors College at the University of Alabama this fall, majoring in engineering. Congratulations to Katie Kamen.
Dear Row Devil class of 2014, first off, congratulations. You made it. They told us freshman year that high school would fly by. Honestly, it did. As you look around, you see friends, study buddies, rivals, crushes, best friends since kindergarten, or some since freshman year. Our ever-changing group has had some terrible losses, pointless fights, bad breakups, and more. But we've also had new friends, lasting relationships, caring teachers, new students, and so many great memories. This is it. So as we go our separate ways, I challenge you to learn just one more lesson together. Don't let high school define you. I stand before you having earned the title of salutatorian. Yeah, it means something to me now. But in 4 years, it's not going to matter. This title doesn't mean I'm smarter than you. It just means that for the past 4 years, I've been willing to give the effort to conform to public school idea of intelligence. It means it means I did my homework. It means I studied. Why am I telling you this? Because after today, high school's over. Let that sink in. It means we start fresh. There'll be no grades from freshman year to hold you back anymore or push you forwards. So I challenge you, start next year at a job, a trade school, the military, or college with the mindset of a new and improved you. After 4 years, many of us are burnt out. Trust me, I know. Take summer to decide who you want to be and be it. High school does not define you. I challenge you to find your passion and follow your dreams. 4 years ago, I committed myself to be in the top 5. It was my goal, my dream, if you will. If I can attain my goal, so can you. I warn you, this does not mean I could have taken easy classes or just not done my homework because I didn't feel like it that night. But because I truly wanted to be at the top, I put my heart into it and achieved my goal. With that, I again challenge you. Do not let high school define you. Find your passion, and I can't wait to see what y'all become. I love you all. Forever Red Devil, Katie Kamen. Oh, and may the odds be forever in your favor.
This year, we're in a very unique position regarding our valedictorian. Actually, valedictorians, plural. The valedictorian is the person with the highest weighted GPA in the senior class. This year, instead of 1, we have 2. 2 young women who, after 4 years of rigorous coursework, ended up with the exact same GPA, 4.6471. Christine Lee and May Ray are our co-valedictorians for the class of 2014. I'll introduce Christine first, and then May will speak. Christine Lee is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chester Lee, who kind of have a history of valedictorians running in their family. Christine's a member of the International Baccalaureate Program. She's very active in our school. She serves as co-president of the Key Club, president of the Science National Honor Society, historian of the International Club, and secretary of Model United Nations. She's also in the National Honor Society. Christine has been very, very active in the Bridge Builders Change program. She was also selected to attend the Tennessee Governor's School for the Humanities last summer and the Tennessee Young Writers Workshop. She's a member of our girls cross country team. Her classmates voted her most likely to succeed and most charitable. Christine will attend Duke University this fall. She's a natural leader and a role model on our school. Congratulations, Christine Lee.
Like a lot of the things that I've done this year, I wrote this speech last minute. But unlike a lot of those things, I did it to prolong the moment, so I wouldn't have to accept that high school was finally ending. Not that trying to remember the steps to synaptic transmission isn't absolutely fascinating, but trying to come up with parting words for you guys was really intimidating. Words have the ability to move mountains, to inspire a nation, and I'm supposed to somehow impart a particular sense of wisdom to you all. I'm supposed to say something that you all will remember. If you're anything like me, you've been thinking about your senior quote for years. I've went through at least 10 quotes while I've been in high school, but once senior year came along, I knew the perfect quote to exhibit myself. There is no them, there are only facets of us, John Green. So when we got our yearbooks a couple weeks ago, like most of you probably did, I went straight to myself to check how good or not good I looked, and lo and behold, they'd gotten my quote wrong. Oh no, what will they think of me now? What would they think of me 20 years from now when they're flipping through the yearbook and see me? Of course, none of you even noticed this, except for maybe the couple of my friends that I complained to for about a week. But here's the thing, memory's funny that way. You won't remember Dr. Horrell's classic rendition of We're Going to Be Friends, or the swept 2K14 fiasco, and most of you won't even remember a thing that I'm saying right now. You can't control how you'll be remembered, but you can control how you remember yourself. Throughout the next 4 years and beyond, you'll be trying to figure out exactly who you are, what you stand for, and your purpose in the world. You'll probably change majors a couple times and apply to dozens of things that you'll never do. Along the road of our lives includes several choices, some of which we make ourselves, and some that we can't control at all. But eventually, we'll all end up where we're supposed to be. I truly believe that. So during the journey that is the rest of your life, be someone that you'll be happy to remember. And if you remember anything from today, remember this: everyone is full of potential. You are a vessel full of potential change for potential energy for positive change. It's up to us to make that energy kinetic, to accelerate, to shake things up, and to help others realize their own unique energy. So get out there, learn about your world, learn about yourself, extinguish fires, and rise up from the ashes. Thank you.
May Ray is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Franklin Ray. She's a member also of our International Baccalaureate program, and again, very involved in our school organizations and activities. May's been on the varsity softball team all 4 years. She's president of our medical club, treasurer of our Science National Honor Society, executive board member of the National Honor Society, member of Beta Club and Junior Classical League. She's also a gifted writer and artist. She's won several essay contests and has had short stories and poems published. Her artwork has also been published in the Iconoclast and was chosen for the Shelby County Schools school calendar pages. May has also volunteered numerous hours at Germantown Methodist Hospital, and she hopes to pursue a career in medicine. Her classmates voted her most likely to cure cancer, which is good news. May will attend the Honors College at the University of Alabama this fall, majoring in pre-med. Congratulations, May Ray.
Good evening. Before I wrote my speech for tonight, I asked my friends to try to describe their high school experience at Germantown in one word. It was hard for them to find a word that perfectly summed up high school. I got many answers, but I started to see a theme of change. Many people realized how much they have grown in these 4 short years. You probably don't remember every single school day. However, you most likely remember your very first day of high school. I do. I feel like it was just yesterday. A lot has changed since then, though. We made some new friends along the way, and unfortunately, we lost some friends. Sometimes we succeeded and felt proud of ourselves, and sometimes we failed and just wanted to be done with the day. Despite all the ups and downs and sudden turns in the road, we did it. We survived, and hopefully we all changed for the better. This might be my speech, but this moment is not just about me. This moment is ours. We have changed so much since freshman year, and in another 4 years, we are going to be completely different people from who we are now. Tonight we are graduating from high school. There are probably other high schools around the country doing the exact same thing as we are now. But what makes us special is that we are Red Devils. At the football games, the guys who painted up would yell, G-Town, and the crowd would yell, what? It went like this, G-Town what? G-Town what? Often the opposing team wouldn't know what to do because they had no way to match our expression of school pride. Like I said, this is our moment, and I want the audience to see how proud we are, not only to be graduating, but to be graduating as a Red Devil. I want to end tonight with a bang. When I say G-Town, you say what? G-Town! G-Town! Thank you and congratulations, Germantown High School class of 2014.
I respectfully would like to ask for everyone to please work with us as we call out every senior name so that they can be heard. You certainly can quickly applaud for your senior, but please keep it short so that every name can be heard. Every parent and family wants to hear the name of their senior, and I appreciate your cooperation. These flowers on the table here are in memory of 3 members of our Germantown High School family who are in our hearts and minds of our seniors and our faculty tonight. Himyar Hazan and Christian Hess are 2, and I would also like to recognize our longtime senior counselor, Ms. Ruth Fisher. I know she's watching over this ceremony tonight. This would have been her 50th graduation at GHS. I also want to recognize one of our senior students who is at the state tennis tournament tonight, Thomas George. Our special guests tonight are board member Mr. David Pickler, and the instructional leadership director for the East Region, Ms. LaQuite Manning. Mr. Pickler and Ms. Manning, with over 21 million in scholarship offers, has 440 seniors who will meet the graduation requirements set forth by Shelby County Schools in the state of Tennessee. We ask that you award diplomas to these students.
Where's our? Yep. Well, we're waiting on them. All right. Oh, we need him? Him? Okay, here we go. Christine Amy Lee. May Rebecca Ray. Catherine Sarah Kamen. Kayla Denise Smith. Natalie Jolanta Sakan. Sarah Celeste Waldrop. Brittany Ann Parmenter. Fatiha Jonas Abdullahi. Elizabeth Ann Dial. Victoria Alexandria Roberson. Ellen Grace Besh. Jonavi Minagan Jagannath. Renee Elizabeth Blevins. Madison Angela Croft. Christina Lee Leave. Cameron Braden Cox. Shaliza Sardar Aman. Caitlin Eunice Triplett. Danielle Millie Katz. Randy Lee Griffin. Megan Jean Taylor. Emily Claire Key. Grayson Michael Harbor. Stephen William Norris. Wesley Hall Dacus. Bassam Adele Iteam. Jacob Andrew Miller. Nadia Iyad Jubriel Jabber. Hannah Louise Lindsay. Angad Jeshwant Roel. Samuel Ian Levin. Allison Marie Kuehler. William Harvey Mealer. Ryan Winter Barton. Cooper Allen Terrell. Rebecca Marlene Collier. Vincent Edward Nutt Jr. Jack Abrams. Jalen LaRoe AC. Betsy O. Akpotu. Dua Raji Alfukwaha. Dola Ali. Kelsey Taylor Allen. Jalea Alexandria Ambrose. Michaela Jane Inman Amos. Jamar Marquise Anderson. David Arbalez. Colin Dior Armstrong. Madison Elizabeth Arthur. Jennifer Christina Asensio. Amza Ismail Aisha. Ariel Anita Amari Ballard. Carly Marie Ballard. Bryn Lee Barlow. Madison Drew Barnum. Brianna Ekaterina Barron. Kishara Amira Bass. William Scott Beeman. Kaeja Monet Binyarber. Leslie Ann Beck. Dean Alexander Beckford. Cecily Gabrielle Beckton. Catherine Elizabeth Bedell. Jacob Blaine Bennetts. Patrick Charles Bianchi. Kristen Etheridge Blake. Devin Malik Blakely. Aaron Jamal Blocker. Tyler Jamal Blocker. Sarah Ann Marie Bogdal. Helen Marie Bond. Tiana Natalia Nicolette Bonds. Christopher Samuel Boone. Elizabeth Charlotte Lee Bout. Michael Dwayne Bowen Jr. D'Angelo Jamal Boyd. Tyranny Annette Boyd. Tyler James Boyd. Brittany Noel Branda. Catherine Alexandria Brannon. Tonika Rashay Brantley. Victoria Grace Brow. Molly Ellen Brinkley. Kelly Ann Eileen Brown. Tiana Janae Brown. Victoria Lee Brown. Courtney Darrell Bryant. Ricky Devontae Bundy. Raven Chanel Burks. Brandon Ephraim Burton. Jasmine Denise Burton. Sharon Lee Butler. Ian Keith Campbell. Taylor Nicole Campbell. Luke Elijah Carmen. Kristen Alexis Carmichael. Edgar Ivan Cerna. Alexandra Nicole Chandler. Jenny Lynn Chow. Jamal Cherry. Sarah Lynn Christie. Takira LaShawn Clay. Dale Lynn Claiborne Jr. Danielle Elizabeth Cochran. Malia Kiera Coleman. Bobby Lee Collins III. Daniel Scott Collins. Santana Sherelle Collins. Holly Elizabeth Cottom. Alexis Victoria Cowan. Rachel Nicole Cox. Kyla Alexis Cromwell. Kiera Ebony Cromwell. Travon Vashawn Daniels. Chase Austin Danis. Trakesha Danielle Dantzler. Clifton Dates IV. Erin Rachel Davis. Kiera Ann Trinae Davis. Rochelle Latrice Davis. Jasmine Nicole Dean. Tanner Michael Dehart. Casey Robert Dew. Eileen Chelsea Desfolee. Gagandeep Kaur Dhaliwal. Jessica Camille Dixon. Myoshe Brandell Dixon. William Anthony Dobbins Jr. Kelsey Sherelle Dolman. Orlando Deshaun Dotson. Elizabeth Marie Douglas. Melanie Charday Douglas. Chardonnay Janelle Draper. Andrew John Peter Duguay. Carter K. Aiken. Catherine Addie Aiken. Christopher Jordan Eccles II. Jaquette Lachelle Edwards. Kaylin Tashay Edwards. Kaiya Lynn Edwards. Edward Gennady Etheridge. Adam Wesley Flowers. Richard Joseph Flowers. Andrew Patton Follen. Jordan Gregory Foltz. Austin Nicholas Ford. Christopher Keon Forrest. Hector Jaher Franco. Alex Scott Franklin. Bailey Danielle Frazier. Rebecca Inez Foltz. Anastasia Furman. Kylan Antonio Gamble. Kinsey Elizabeth Gardner. Camden Angus Gathright. Matthew Austin George. Marshall Yvonne Gilmore. Jasky Goff II. Paris Chardonnay Gould. Tyrell Jacob Graham. Soteria Ashley Graves. Dion Doratha Gray. Justin Eshawn Green. Isabel Grayson Griffin. Barry Paul Grisham. Riley Patrick Guthridge. Corinthia Tiara Haley. Brody Atkins Hall. Danielle Castleine Hall. Henry James Hall. Hillary Rose Hargrave. Elizabeth Ann Harness. Julian Lee Harper. Alexandria Roche Harris. Kishana Nashe Harris. Randy Neuron Harris Jr. Kyla Janae Hartz. Michael Olajuwon Hayden. Hannah Linnell Hayes. Samantha Leslie Hayes. Jamel Raylyn Head. Milka Mache Henry. Candace Marilyn Herman. Reynaldo Hernandez III. Maria Daniela Herrera. Andrew McAllister Hicks. Brianne Monet Higginbottom. Charles Jerome Hill. Jasmine Nicole Hill. May Michelle Hill. Arnesia Brianna Hines. Major Lavelle Hodges Jr. Ashanti Janae Holder. Ethan Miller Hooper. Sarah Elizabeth Howard. Caleb Walker Howe. Victoria Danielle Hudgins. Morgan Brooks Hughes. Albert Hunter Jr. Marwan Ibrahim. Wael Neil Ibrahim. Troy Harrison Ingram. Aresh Adele Atayam. Heather Janae Jackson. Jadelyn Monet Jackson. Chelsea Kiana James. Hannah Claire James. Joshua Clyde Jameson. Darnell Jamal Jefferson. Christopher Thomas Jeffords. Caleb Joseph Gillenek. Austin Gabriel Jenkins. Theodore Denzel Jennings. Griffin Byron David Jett. Alexis Marie Johnson. Carlisha Marie Johnson. Craig Darnell Johnson. De'Ara Brianna Johnson. Demetria LaShawn Johnson. Larry Jr. Johnson. Michael Javan Johnson. Terrell Johnson Jr., Kayan O'Shea Jones, Cornica Camila Jones, Diamond Lachey Jones, Matrice Chantala Jones, Michaela Kiana Jones, Reginald Eugene Jones, Skylar Alice Jones, Spencer Houston Jones, Olivia Leanne Canadet, Trendle Quishon Key, Alexis Noel Kelly, Brandon Jarrell Kendall, Landon Varel Kendall, Kyle Ahmed Khan, Eunice Sue Kim, Kelsey Elise Kimball, Victoria Ann Kirkland, Brajesh Kumar, Matthew Ross Coons,
Bryce Burton Lane, Jacob Alexander Lambert, Brandon Hoy Yen Lau, Jadarius Alexander Lawson, Kennedy Latrice Lee, Zachary Conrad Leonard, Shelby Ann Leonard, Victoria Amber Long, Anna Faith Leslie, Titus Edward Lester, Amber Wynn Linder, John Taylor Blair Lindsay, Christopher Glenn Little, Cordell Kendall Lofton, Sean Charles Long, Josie Marie Lopez, Jada Lachey Love, Tajiana Unique Lovelace, Tierney Nicole Lucas, Crystal Lugo, Adrian Lynette Macklin, Frank McCarley Madlinger, Kimaya Antonia Malone, Iyad Wassam Mansour, Emily Gabrielle Marshall, Anthony Wells Martino, Jalen Jamal Marthina, Ariel Matthews, Nigel Keith Lionel Maynard, Justin Dendrell McCadney, Anna Lorraine McCown, Morgan Ann Taylor McCrae, Allison Faith McElhaney, Cameron Alexander McEwen, Cobra Michelle McFadden, Allison Carey McKeel, Brian Michael McGinnis, Amy Natasha McKinney, Shania Alanis McManus, Jamel Henri McMullen, QJ May, Hannah Frances Melton, Mitchell Tekoa Miller, William Jacob Miller, Zinat Mozam Mirza, Brennan Austin Mitchell, Nicholas Brian Moan, Travis Dodvin Moody Jr., Andre Dominique Moore, Lucas Matthew Moore, Ashley Ivana Morgan, Jamie Janae Morris, Kayla Marie Myers, Colin Erfonza Nelson, Octavius Nelson, Cheyenne Dashave Nelson. Kadarius Devontae Newson. Angela Lynn Nguyen. Brianna Sebastian Nixon. Shaheen Sean Nixafat. Amal Jude Nuraldeen. Kaylin Adalis Oglesby. Whitney Lee Ollison. Chantal Renee Oliver. Clayton Herman Pace. Logan Allen Palacios. Patrick DeJuan Palmer Jr. Colony Felicia Paris. Brianna LaShandra Patrick. Jamarcus LaShawn Payne. Morgan Elizabeth Pearson. Harry Elijah Pepper. Clayton Philip Perry. Lisa Maria Pacelis. William Thomas Petrowski. David Pham. Jessica Pham. Brian Pham. Delmecia Phillips. Jonathan Daniel Phillips. Riley Erlane Pierce. Michelle Terrell Powell. Kendall Denicia Presley. Tamaj Rashad Presley. Joshua Stephen Dubois Price. Antonia Devarius Pruitt. Anna Christina Pugh. Anthony Quinn Jr. Furas Hani Quran. Austin Bernard Randolph. Kira Lashunta Rhodes. McKinley Ayana Rhodes. Taylor Denise Riley. Angeli Marie Roberts. Marniqua Ricara Roberts. Stephen Tyler Roberts. Alexandria Marshall Robbins. Jaleel Robinson. Kelsey Nicole Robinson. Malik Garvale Robinson. Miglia Louise Robinson. Janice Geneva Rocket. Maribel Roxana Rodas. Joseph Paul Rogers. Guadalupe Roman Rodriguez. British Danielle Rogers. Tynesha Nicole Rogers. Justin Shane Hill Rollin. Marquette Romello Rooks. Anterio Laquez Ross. Timberny Camille Rutherford. Scarlett Jane Sadler. Megan Katiba Samori. Taylor Kamale Samori. Nicholas Dion Sanders. Miles Roman Scott. Paulisha Edrina Shavers. Timothy Justin Shaw II. Aaron Rashawn Shelton. Regine Antoinette Shepard. Joanna Catherine Signore. Georgia Renisha Jade. Colin Kirk Sims. James Edward Smith. Jermaine Javelle Smith. Aaliyah Renee Snyder. Kristen Elaine Somerville. Tommy Leroy Stevenson Jr. Najwa Amani Stewart. Jordan Lee Reynolds Story. Chelsea Larethra Sweet. Yuya Maxwell Takusagwa. Christiana Jermel Talley. Kelton Levante Tard. Awar Adwar Tate. Darian Najee McKelty Tate. Cameron Dwayne Tate. Alicia Jewel Taylor. Anthony Deshawn Taylor. Ashby Warren Taylor. Derwin Taylor Jr. Nisha Nichelle Taylor. Parth Nilesh Thakur. Chase Richard Thomas. Taylor Nene Thomas. Hunter Lane Thompson. Eduardo Marino Torres. Shelby Ann Towers. Khadijah Ayana Towns. Jalisha Nicole Toy. Ha Tren. Aaron Christopher Trent. Taylor Hope Tribble. Jordan Michelle Tubbs. Terrence Lynn Timms II. Joshua Thomas Valentine. Jessica Lachey Vester. Armand Celine Virani. Mai Lin Vu. Donisha Danae Wade. Bryson Darian Walker. Devin Deshaun Walker. Ashley Makita LaShun Walls. Natalie Chanel Walton. Michael Sutherland Ware. D'Angelo Malik Washington. Damon Lamont Watson Jr. Antonia Danae Watts. Shanadia Denise Wells. Morgan Michelle Westbrook. Sydney Cole Whitaker. Joshua Linnell Wilhite. Imani Monet Williams. Mariah Danielle Williams. Miles Lynn Williams. Treya Adele Williams. Chelsea LaFaith Wilson. Harold Wesley Wilson. Makila Rondria Wilson. Brittany Nicole Wolf. Rodney Douglas Wooden II. Jalen Morgan Woods. Deja Christiana Wright. Kenyon Rochelle Wright. Taisha Alexis Wright. Delana Kiena Garbrough. Asia Suzetta Janice Young. Andy Yu. Delaney York Zito. Micah William Zywicki.
By the power vested in me from the state of Tennessee, I hereby release diplomas to be awarded to the members of the 2014 graduating class of Germantown High School.